Hello, wonderful viewers. Welcome to the G9IJA TV News headlines this morning. How was the night? Hope you slept well. It's your favorite entertaining, educative, and informative TV show. It's the news headlines, and we're bringing you trending news, top stories from our newspapers with your host, Dr. Champion. Today, we shall be extraying something that is very pertinent. We're looking at a recent public release by High Chief Mike Ozekome, SAN, in X-raying the speech by the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, scoring President Bola Tinubu's national broadcast on the national protests. Okay, we have something very, very important we want to share to the public and gain public attention. According to High Chief Mike Ozekome, I have carefully listened to and read President Tinubu's national broadcast as regards the mass national protests. With all respect, the president's speech appears vacuous, drudgery, and full of a litany of government's alleged interventions, but being completely devoid of any concrete answers to many itemized demands by the traumatized youthful protesters. Aside this, he erroneously, as always, picked on imaginary opposition or political opponents who allegedly want to derail Nigeria. No, sir. These are not sponsored protests. They are genuine outpouring of grief, frustration, anger, hunger, melancholy, hopelessness, helplessness, and joblessness by the ignored and denied Nigerian youths who appear not to have a tomorrow even after their yesterday and today have allegedly been mindlessly stolen by rapacious elites and state captors who control the levers of power on all different levels of government. The rage is not about a mirage or mere supposition. The blind can see, the lame can walk, the numb can feel, and the deaf can hear the grinding poverty and abject penury ravaging our land, Nigeria. However, in terms of decency of language and an apparent exhibition of understanding of the litany of problems besetting Nigeria and the empathy required by a president to address the urgent demands, President Tinubu appears to get it right. It was not abusive, arrogant, or grandstanding with the usual rulers, narcissism, and brinkmanship, factors that exacerbate the recent Kenya protests and uprising. He looked apparently sober and pensive while addressing beleaguered Nigerians as my fellow Nigerians. Thus far, thus above average, however, in terms of measurable panacea and solutions to balm open wounds, assuage bruised egos, and dash hopes, or placate angry and protesting Nigerians who are daily suffering and groaning in the midst of government inertia, waste, big government, big spending, opulent and primitive display of vulgar wealth by government officials, endless borrowing, white elephant projects, yachts, plane, SUVs, endless trips abroad, yawning leakages, and official corruption. Both apparent, real, visible, and palpable, he scores miserably low. What will the youth take home after days of rage, after days of deaths, tens of deaths, injuries, mental, physical, physiological, and physical lacerations, and trauma, hunger, self-denial, brutality, and high-handedness by state security agencies? I do not know, or do you? The government must stop the blame game. And like I advised serially this year alone, according to the leadership newspaper on hardship by Chief Ozekome, go back to the drawing board and dare think without the box, not merely outside the box. Blaming the former President Muhammadu Buhari, of which the same APC government, which is but a mere offshoot and successor, is most illogical, indecent, and inelegant. It insults our collective intelligence. It is like cutting one's nose to spite the face. And please permit the obscenity of vulgarity. It amounts to dipping one's finger in one's anus and smelling it. You will not expect to perceive Christian Dior, Gucci, Armani, Hugo, Versace, or Chanel fragrance. It insults our collective intelligence. President Bola Tinubu still has a chance to save Nigeria of what remains of a groggy, tottering, fumbling, dawdling, and near-crumbling country, the verge of imminent precipice. All hope is still not lost if he employs and deploys the right instruments of statecraft. Speech accrued to High Chief Mike Ozekome, SAN. What do you have as your take on this? Always have our comment section. Please follow us on our various social media handles and check, of course, the comment section and drop your comments. We promise to make it as interactive as possible. For the Punch newspaper, there's a trending news on the prison street. Netizens react as woman destroys husband's passport. Netizens react as woman destroys husband's passport. And for the Nation newspaper, we have residents shun million-man march in Lagos, Abuja, Kaduna, Port Harcourt, others. Residents shun million-man march in Lagos, Abuja, Kaduna, Port Harcourt, others. And of course, that's the trending stories we'll be talking about. And the last but not the least, President Tinubu to governors, the 573 billion naira fund given to you is not a grant, but a loan from World Bank. Spend wisely. I take that again from the president himself, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to all the 36 governors. The 573 billion naira fund given to you is not a grant, but a loan from World Bank. Spend wisely. Let's not forget something that is trending also on Twitter, now referred to as X, as former President Chief Olusegun Obasanjo has called on capital punishment for all corrupt officials. According to Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, he said, with all due respect, most of the people in public offices are corrupt, and it's high time they are given stricter measures or even the capital punishment of death if found guilty of corruption. Let's not forget that just last week, some days ago, the current chairman of ICPC, Musa Aliyu, has stated that in 2023 alone, 700 billion naira was paid as bribe in 2023. 700 billion naira was paid as bribe in 2023 alone. And that was arising from 87 million cases of bribes given. Corruption keeps increasing in our country, Nigeria. What's your take on this? Please leave your comments on our comment section. As we get to see them, we shall respond appropriately. Thank you for watching our wonderful episode again. It's important to know that you follow us on our various social media handles. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, share this link, share these videos, and let as many people as possible get to know the corruption state in Nigeria and what we all can do to save this Nigeria from collapse. If you're concerned Nigeria, please do the needful. I'll see you around, same time, same channel tomorrow. Dr. Champion is my name. Stay safe.